in the context of leadership
Yep.
today and all of the things that are happening, outside of resilience, what do you think are one of the big themes, key themes that we need to keep on our radar as we lead ourselves and lead others into this next?
I'm not saying this is the answer, it's what's popping to mind first.
Absolutely.
And that is the power of asking questions, which is related to reflection. But here's the thing, a lot of people now are talking about, well, leadership skill is asking the right questions in terms of what questions do you feed ChatGPT. That's true. That is a skill, right? Because the questions we ask determine the information we get back. But I mean more broadly in terms of reflection are the questions we ask of each other, right? Like leaders asking their teams, what do you need? How can I help? What have I missed? What do I not know that will help me support you or will help me for us to be better in some way? As well as big unanswerable questions of, what do we need to be focusing on now? I heard a question recently and I wish I could remember where I heard it because I would give attribution, which I believe in, but it's just sort of in there for any individual to think about what is your work right now in your life? Right? Like not your job. It might be part of your job.
Okay.
It might be,
Yeah.
but
But what's your work?
your work, which for some individuals will have spiritual connotation. For me, like how now do I best follow my calling
Yeah.
when I could turn in many different directions in terms of even just projects in front of me. So coming back to your question, what do leaders need to have on their mind or be in front of them? Yes, resilience, asking questions, and then the taking care of ourselves and taking care of our teams, right? Because in an age of AI, right, speaking of questions, the questions that everybody's asking directly or implicitly is what is truly human? Like what remains truly human? And to engage in that reflection, to be living that question means we've got to take care of ourselves, right? So looking out for our team because I mean, to say people are stressed is an understatement, right? To say people are overwhelmed, to say people are concerned about their families, and many people just worried about getting by, So looking out for each other. Um, and I remain believing that one of the most fundamental human things, so outside of work, but let's apply it to leaders in the workplace, is human beings want to and need to feel seen and be heard and be acknowledged. And the faster we go, the easier it is for that to just not be put aside intentionally, but just be assumed in some way. And that's part of what keeps us human, that we yearn for that acknowledgement. And people are willing to do so much more when they feel seen and heard and acknowledged. So to remain human to each other is what's coming to mind.
Wow.
And other colleagues of mine would talk about all sorts of other things,
Oh,
right?
I'm sure. And
But
they're
and that's
all good. They're all valid.
exactly. And that's why we talk to as many people as we can. But these are the things that are most on my mind and that I'm most present to, both in terms of leaders thinking about what do they need? What do they need to do? But also hearing from workers in terms of what are they yearning for?